Let's clear something up before we start. No government agency has legally banned these vehicles from garages, and there's no bylaw stopping you parking one in your carport. What's actually happening is more serious in a different way. Waka Kotahi Transport Agency, working alongside manufacturers' New Zealand representatives, tracks active safety recalls instructing owners of vehicles like these to park outside, away from homes and other cars, because of a documented, confirmed risk of catching fire even when sitting parked with the ignition off. A quick note on how we've built this list. One of these recalls is directly confirmed for New Zealand through local reporting. The rest are part of global manufacturer campaign for the same models that typically extend to New Zealand-delivered vehicles within the same production windows. If you own any of these 12, the right move is the same either way. Check your VIN on Waka Kotahi's Safety Recalls database today. Drop your region in the comments, because recall completion rates and dealer wait times genuinely vary depending on where in the country you are. Let's run through the list. Number 12, the BMW 3 Series, model years 2015 through 2018. This is the confirmed local one. BMW New Zealand issued this recall notice directly, warning that water could penetrate parts of the starter motor, potentially causing damage, a short circuit, or the starter remaining permanently activated. At worst, BMW's own notice says, this may result in a vehicle fire and can happen while the car is parked. If you're driving a 3 Series from this window, check BMW New Zealand's online recall portal today. Number 11, the BMW 5 Series, model years 2016 through 2018, recalled in the same New Zealand notice as the 3 Series above and sharing the identical starter motor fault. Water ingress leading to localized overheating is the concern here too, and BMW New Zealand's guidance is the same: park outdoors until the fix is completed. Number 10, the BMW 4 Series, part of the second, newer batch of BMW New Zealand recall notices issued alongside the older 3 and 5 Series campaign. This more recent recall reflects an expanded understanding of which production runs actually contain the faulty starter component. So even owners who checked against the older recall and came up clear are worth double-checking now. Number 9, the BMW X1, rounding out BMW New Zealand's 4 recall notices issued on July 24th, 2026. Between the 3 Series, 5 Series, 4 Series, and X1, this is genuinely one of the broadest single-brand fire recalls New Zealand has seen locally reported in 2026, and it's worth checking your specific VIN even if your BMW model isn't listed here, since BMW's recall notices have been expanding as more production data comes in. Number 8, the Toyota GR Supra 4-cylinder 2.0-liter variants from 2020 through 2022. This one's genuinely interesting because it's not really a Toyota-caused defect at all. The Supra shares its starter motor with BMW models due to their joint development, and when BMW discovered the same water ingress starter fault we've just covered, the Supra was swept into the global version of this recall. The Supra is sold in New Zealand, and international recall registers, including Transport Canada's, confirm the campaign extends well beyond the US. So checking your VIN is worth doing even with a Toyota badge on the boot. Number 7, the Jeep Wrangler and Jeep Gladiator, 2021 through 2025 model years. This is the recall that made global headlines, more than 1.3 million vehicles worldwide, with over 100,000 in Canada alone, confirming this isn't a US-only campaign. The problem traces back to an electrical connection in the hydraulic power steering pump wiring, which can develop resistance over time and overheat nearby combustible material. Stellantis has confirmed at least 72 fires linked to this fault globally. Both the Wrangler and Gladiator are sold in New Zealand, so if you're driving one from this window, checking your VIN is genuinely worth the 10 minutes. Number 6, the Kia Sportage and Kia Cadenza, 2017 through 2021 models not equipped with smart cruise control. Kia's global recall notice covers an electrical circuit in the hydraulic electronic control unit that may short circuit and cause a fire in the engine compartment. The Sportage is a genuinely common sight on New Zealand roads, so this is one worth checking regardless of how long you've owned the car. Number 5, the Kia Sportage and Kia Sorento, this time for a completely different issue, a faulty tow hitch harness that can let debris or moisture accumulate on the circuit board and cause a short circuit. Both nameplates are sold here, and this is the same underlying tow hitch defect family that's affected multiple Hyundai and Kia models globally, which brings us to the next entry. Number 4. The Hyundai Santa Fe, along with the Santa Fe Hybrid and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid, caught up in the same tow hitch harness fire recall family as the Kia models above. Hyundai's own filings describe an electrical short in the harness module that can lead to a fire whether the vehicle is being driven or sitting parked with the ignition off. The Santa Fe is a genuinely popular SUV here, so this is worth checking even if your specific model year sits outside what we've listed, since these campaigns have expanded more than once as more production data comes in. Number 3. The Hyundai Tucson, Elantra, and Kona, alongside the Kia Seltos, Soul, and Sportage, all swept into a separate recall over damaged electronic controllers for the idle stop and go oil pump assembly. These controllers can contain damaged circuit boards that overheat in the presence of highly combustible engine oil, triggering a fire risk. Every one of these nameplates is sold in New Zealand, and several, the Tucson and Elantra especially, are genuinely common models here, which makes this one of the broader reaching recalls on this entire list. Number 2. The Kia Carnival, caught up in the wider Hyundai Kia tow hitch harness recall alongside the Santa Fe family above. The same water accumulation, short-circuit mechanism applies here, and the Carnival is New Zealand's most popular people mover, which means a genuinely large number of local families could be driving an affected unit without realizing it. Number 1. The combined weight of the Hyundai and Kia tow hitch and oil pump controller recalls, which together represent the broadest fire risk campaign on this entire list once you add up every affected nameplate: Santa Fe, Santa Cruz derivatives, Carnival, Sportage, Sorento, Tucson, Elantra, Kona, Seltos, and Soul. No single New Zealand number has been confirmed publicly for the combined campaign the way BMW's local notice was, but given how many of these nameplates are genuinely common on New Zealand roads, checking your specific VIN against Waka Kotahi's database matters more here than trusting a general model name. Here's what actually matters if you own one of these 12. A park outside recall is not a reason to panic. The actual number of fires relative to the total vehicles on the road remains genuinely low, but it is absolutely a reason to act rather than wait for a letter to arrive. Go to Waka Kotahi's safety recalls database right now, or check the Motor Industry Association's recall listings and follow whatever instruction comes back exactly as written, whether that's parking outside, avoiding towing, or booking a dealer appointment. Because a meaningful number of these vehicles arrive in New Zealand as used Japanese or international imports rather than through official new vehicle channels, it's genuinely worth checking your VIN even if you bought the car secondhand and have no idea what recall campaigns it might already be part of. If this list just told you something you didn't already know about your own vehicle, hit like so it reaches other owners before they find out the hard way. Subscribe for more straight talk breakdowns like this one, because recall lists like this change constantly and we'll keep tracking every update as it happens. And drop a comment with your region and whether your dealer has actually completed your repair yet, because real wait times reported by owners across this country tell a more honest story than any press release ever will. By smart, not by trend.